And we are live. Your boy Dominic Rich back in the house with another one. World Cup Qualifiers Daily, episode 18. You know what I was actually thinking? I should have been doing World Cup Qualifiers Daily since World Cup Qualifiers started. I'm talking about the preliminary rounds. You see what I mean? But, sometimes it takes time to come up with an idea. And I only came up with the idea in September, but it was a good idea. So we're going to be having World Cup Qualifiers Daily in November as well. I'm supposed to go on a vacation, but I'm going to try something. And then in January, there'll be World Cup matches again. And I think March for sure, maybe February as well. So World Cup Qualifiers is going to be around, Daily going to be around for a while. And then when the main event comes around, World Cup Daily with your boy Dominic Rich. Yeah, there'll be a lot of other people popping up with World Cup Daily and things like that as well. So just want to put that out there. So big up to everybody in the stream, man. How are you doing? Don't forget, the stream is brought to you by Manscaped. For the best in your personal grooming needs, head on over to manscaped.com. Tell them I sent you by using the code Dominic Rich to get 20% off plus free shipping. Trust me, your balls would thank you. And talking about ball, we here to talk about football, right? That's what we here to talk about today. And I've decided not to do any beating around the bush today. No beating around the bush at all. We have a lot of things to talk about. And I'm going to get right into the nitty-gritty, the football. Yesterday, I spent forever touching on all the news articles. I was actually scouring through the news articles today, and I was like, man, I don't see many things worthy of sharing with you that I can't, bring up during the stream itself. So what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be kicking the stream off by talking about the UEFA games, and then we'll get into the Asian, the African, and we have to predict the CONMEBOL games coming up this Thursday and the games in Concacaf coming up tomorrow. We're going to be discussing all the groups in all the confederations. So, yeah, let's get things on the road and let's not dilly-dally, okay? So, big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button and we're going to get things going, all right? So, like I said, in today's stream, it's going to be a little different than usual because it's a big day in terms of World Cup qualifying where we do have another team booking their place to Qatar 2022 with Germany doing so yesterday and Denmark making it happen today. So I like to take the time to I like to take the time to congratulate. I don't know why I'm thanking, but thank you though. Thank you for the great football by both Denmark and Germany lately. But I like to congratulate those two teams on making the cut. I did predict both teams to do so. So yeah, that's two of my predictions right. Remember, in my prediction video, I only want to get at least 25 right. You got to leave room for error. So 25 right, excluding the host Qatar, and that'll be a pretty successful prediction video. So, look, let's get into things, man. Look, Qatar. We were talking about Qatar. Let's start the stream off by talking about how poor Qatar has been in 2021 in regards to them participating in the Concacaf Gold Cup, where they impressed at times, but their defense looks so leaky. You see what I'm saying? So even though they commanded games, they always give teams a chance. And go back and check the scores at the Gold Cup and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Today, they played against the Republic of Ireland. The game ended in a 4-0 win for the Republic of Ireland. Let's take a look at that game really quick. A hat-trick by Callum Robinson, and I think he's the first Ireland player to score in consecutive games. He's been on a run since Robbie Brady did back in 2013. I think there's an up to stat out there like that. and Shane Duffy with a header. So Callum Robinson did well in the previous game, and against Qatar, absolutely smashing it like Hulk himself. Qatar has been poor. You see this whole European warm-up matches kind of trial? They have been very, very poor. And if you go down, you'll see that they've been fielding strong 11s. This is the 11 that Qatar actually wants to, well, the majority of the 11 that Qatar wants to feature at the World Cup. You see Afif and Almoez Ali up top. You have Hatim in the middle. You have Hassan, Abdul Hassan there at the back. Alwari, Salman, Basham in goal. It's the team. This is their best team. Al Haydos in the middle. This is Qatar's best team. And you can't beat the Republic of Ireland. No disrespect to Ireland, but this is Ireland we're talking about, who has failed to qualify for the World Cup and has been one of the worst teams in the group. Okay? So, after the Gold Cup showing, Qatar has been simply poor, man. Let's go back and let's take a look at the standings in their games that they featured in. Look at this, right? Look at this. Qatar, they picked up 2 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses in the group, basically. If they were like in a real qualifying amongst the European teams, they won't qualify. You see that? This is the group with Qatar in it and their points added. But the Group A is at the top as well. So Qatar has been poor, man. Look at how far they are behind Serbia and Portugal. They have been poor, even behind Ireland in this table, just ahead of Luxembourg. Very poor. Let's take a look at the last couple results. The last results are the ones that's worrying. 4-0 against the Republic of Ireland. 3-0 against Portugal. They drew with Luxembourg. They got smashed by Portugal. And they got beaten really badly by Serbia as well. And that's dating back to September. Okay? Previously, they weren't too bad because guess what? They played against Luxembourg. They played against Azerbaijan. And they drew against the Republic of Ireland. And that were the best results in the group. When they came up against more quality oppositions, they faltered. And it goes back to what I was saying last night. Qatar will most likely be in Group A, right? And they'll be a top-seeded team in the group. So even though you're going to have the second-seeded team and then you're going to have the third-tier and the fourth-tier teams, I think they'll still give Qatar a run for their money. Especially if you end up having 2 European teams in the group, or even a South American team in the group. Qatar, you got your work cut out for you. Just want to put it out there. And I'm going to make the bold prediction once again that Qatar are going to pull off a South Africa 2010. They won't come out the group. They're not making out the group unless there's a South Korea 2002 happening all over again, where money gets passed and decisions are like weird and things like that. Apart from that, Qatar, man, I really believed in Qatar, you know. I really believed in Qatar. 2019 Asian Cup champions, and they were really good after that. And then, oh boy, don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. Maybe teams are figuring them out. So, with that being said, guys, what we're going to be doing for UEFA, we're going to be doing it just like we did last night. We're going to be going back to the top, and we're going to come all the way down to the bottom and run through each and every group and, just discuss the matches at hand. We had games today from Group A, and we're going to get into these games right now. Guys, I had to take the time once again to watch as many goals as possible. I've seen so many goals that I don't even remember all the goals. That's how bad it is. That is how bad it is. So Serbia are on top of the group with 7 matches played. They have 1 match remaining. They have 17 points, so they could only get a maximum of 20 points. Portugal, 6 games played, 16 points. They do have 2 matches left, so they could get a maximum of 22 points. which means Portugal will need to win their remaining 2 matches in order to qualify directly for the World Cup. Are they going to qualify directly? It's left to be seen. But when we get down to the fixtures, you're going to see a big crunch match in this group that's left. Luxembourg, 6 points, eliminated. Republic of Ireland, 5 points, eliminated. Azerbaijan, 1 point, eliminated. So let's just go down and take a look at the games here. So scroll down. Portugal 5, Luxembourg 0. Cristiano Ronaldo with a hat-trick. This man just keeps breaking records, though. He just keeps breaking records. I don't know what it is, but he keeps breaking records. And if he had scored that overhead attempt, oh man, it would have been crazy. Bruno Fernandes with a goal and João Paulinho with a header. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. We got about 38 people in here. We got 16 likes. Let's get the stream up to about 25 likes while we're talking about Portugal, Luxembourg. Luxembourg did give Portugal a run for their money in the return fixture. When I think they scored first and Portugal had to come back in the game. But very resounding win for Fernando Santos and his boys here to go second with a game in hand. So we're not going to get too deeper into these matches because we have a lot to go through. So we're going to be just going back and we're going to continue where we left off. So I don't really like to click these things because the website doesn't have the memory to go back where we left off, you know, so it's rather annoying. So Serbia 3, Azerbaijan 1. And at one time, Azerbaijan was level with Serbia, but Serbians came back, they rallied, and they picked up a win. This guy Dusan Vlahovic, though. This guy Dusan Vlahovic, how good is he? How good is Dusan Vlahovic? Because these days, every game, he's on the score sheet. Every game. Every game. Almost every game. Penalty in the 38th minute, and then Makhmudov equalized in the 2nd minute of first half, extra time, and then Tadic, well, Vlahovic in the 53rd minute, and Tadic from the penalty spot. I wonder if this was the, I'm trying to recall because I've seen so many goals. I wonder if this was the game where that goal was like a comical goal. Was it this game? There was a comical goal with the Azerbaijan goal, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been. Big up to Football TikTok Zone. How are you doing, man? AD Ronaldo 9 goals against Luxembourg. Jia Zhang. Azerbaijan was eliminated a while ago. Yeah, they've been eliminated a long time. Long time. So big up to Danny A. Scandilab, the match channel in here. Egan O'Leary, Alistair Jeff, Steve, AD, everybody in here right about now. Big up to y'all. Ilyas Abdi, hello. Michael Olapido in the house, man. Listen, let's go through these games. Let's continue going through these games and just get updated with what's going on in the group. Remember, there's many games to go through, so we can't get too deep into matches, like going into the lineups and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that'll take forever. That will definitely take forever. So, but Vlahovic, man, look for him to make a big move, whether it's in January or next summer, because this guy, I don't know if he's going to be a next Luka Jovic, but yeah, I don't know, man. Seriously. I don't know, man. So, yeah, the 1-1 was a comical goal. Thank you very much there. Ina Stein, thank you very much, man. I think my memory is working. It's working, you know what I'm saying? The head is working. It's working properly. Definitely working properly. So, look. Those were the 2 games that were played, and the Republic of Ireland smashed Qatar, and all teams were, involved on the day, but the Republic of Ireland not in World Cup qualifiers. So, look here. Let's scroll down and take a look at the games that's coming up in November. Azerbaijan versus Luxembourg, dead rubber. The Republic of Ireland did give Portugal a scare, but Ronaldo's heroics actually put Portugal over the line. So they'll need another act from him against the Republic of Ireland, where it will be an away game and the pressure would be on Portugal to produce. Serbia has one game left, and that game is against Portugal. This is a big game. This is an absolute big game. So, what Portugal needs to do is to make sure they beat the Republic of Ireland, go up to 19 points, and all they would need, well, let me check the goal difference. I'm pretty sure Serbia's goal difference is good. I'm pretty sure their goal difference is up there. So let's just make this a little smaller. Yeah, that's perfect. Their goal difference is 8, but Portugal has a plus 12. So Portugal has a better goal difference. So all Portugal has to do, make sure they beat Ireland and just get a draw against Serbia, and they're through directly. But it seems like they ought to make a meal of it. You see what I mean? There's a potential for that, for Portugal to screw up and go through the playoffs. You don't want Portugal in the playoffs. But Serbia versus Portugal is going to be the big game in Group A. And guys, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put up a quick poll, and I'll be asking you guys, who do you think will go through from Group A? Serbia or Portugal? So Serbia or Portugal? The poll will be live, and you guys could vote in the poll as somewhat of an interactive stream that we're going to be doing today. So let's go. Portugal or Serbia? They're the only two teams that could qualify directly, and poll is live. So vote in the poll, and don't forget to smash the thumbs up button as you're voting. We got 45 people in here, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it at least to 30 as we move on to Group B. So let's move on to Group B. And we have big group as well. Big talking point where there'll be another poll going up for this group, where Sweden are on top, 15 points, 6 games played. Spain second, 6 games played, 13 points. This is a big group. It's between Sweden and Spain. It's between Sweden and Spain, because look at the goal difference there for Sweden, which is a +9, and look at the goal difference for Greece, which means Greece are eliminated, judging from the reaction of the players today after they lost the game. I did tune into this game a bit late because I was on the road doing some things, had to go to the bank, you know what I mean? And, you know, and I was on the road, so I could have only watched one game, and that was the game between Denmark and Austria. I needed to watch that game because Denmark was on the cusp of actually qualifying, which they did. So it was important that I focused on that game because I wanted to make a video. So Sweden on top, 15 points. Greece could only get a maximum of 15 points, and I don't think they'll get the 15 points. So Greece pretty much eliminated. Georgia eliminated, but with a significant win against Kosovo. And it seems as if there's going to be a scrap at the bottom between Georgia and Kosovo for who gets the bottom place and, you know, who gets fourth. So Greece, it was very good. You know what I mean? Good try, good fight back, but not good enough. Too late. A bit too late. Sweden getting their revenge. Spain did not take part in World Cup qualifiers this month because they took part in the Nations League, where they placed second, losing in a thriller against France. So let's scroll down and let's take a look at the games that went on in Group B today. And those were games between Kosovo and Georgia, Sweden and Greece. So let's take a look at this game. This was another, I think there was some very good goals in this game. I can't remember everything, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I can't remember everything because I had to take a look at the Asian goals, the African goals, and I had to take a look at all these European games. I think we had about 11 games today, so I can't remember every single thing. But Georgia scored first, Okriashvili in the 11th minute, and then Muriki equalized from the penalty spot, and then David Davitashvili scored a winner in the 82nd minute. So we got 32 votes. We have Portugal leading 75%, 25% says Serbia. Make sure you vote in the poll if you haven't yet done so, guys. We'll definitely appreciate that. Big up to all the people who are in the stream right about now. Guys, remember, we are on a journey. And this is a journey all the way to World Cup 2022 because your boy Dom will be doing this every single day for World Cup 2022. Rain, sun, shine, blizzard, whatever it is, because it's going to be a winter World Cup. Once I have life and health and strength, I'll be live every single day along with lots of content. So you jump in on early, you get into, know me and get familiar with the channel and everything. I just urge you to stick around, continue to support the movement. All right? Because remember, we're in this for the long haul. This ain't no something that we're going to be like, it's not, the views are low, we're going to quit. No, we'll be in this for the long haul. Just remember that. Just remember that. Just want to put it out there. You know what I mean? Just want to put it out there. So we are going to move right on. These teams have been eliminated. No need to spend 5 hours talking about them. The big game. The big game. Sweden needed to win this game against Greece, and they did so. Look, man. Look, I'm going to say this now, and I might say it again in the future. Alexander Isak is the real deal. Alexander Isak is nice. Alexander Isak is nice. This kid, wow. Wow, I remember when he moved from Sweden, I think AIK to Dortmund, and they were saying he's an ex-Zlatan. He was about 17 years old. And, he did his thing at Dortmund. Didn't really spend a long time there. And then he moved on. Can't remember if he did. He moved on. Where did he go? I don't think he went directly to Sociedad. I might be wrong, but he's been doing well. Let's just put that out there. He's been doing a damn good job, especially for the Swedish national team. I have to give a lot of respect to Alexander Isak, man. He won the penalty in the 59th minute, put away by Emil Forsberg. And then Isak with another goal, scoring in consecutive games in the 69th minute. Mr. Chatzi Diakos was sent off in the 86th minute. And the Greek boys were left reeling at the end. Sweden jubilant as they are at least, 1 foot in the door to Qatar. At least a playoff spot guaranteed for Sweden. So Jan Anderson and his boys, they have been very, very consistent. And the only blip is that big loss to Greece on the road. But they bounce back. And you know what they say? The character of a team is judged on how they could bounce back. All right? So just take a look at the group real quick here. The only loss came against Greece, but they did beat Spain to inflict Spain's only loss. And that's the reason why Sweden are above Spain. Both Spain and Sweden has 2 matches left. And that's what we're going to discuss right now. We're going to get into the discussion right now on these 2 teams, and then we're going to move on. Remember today, I came out the blocks really fast. I didn't waste any time. Well, it's not really time wasting what I do, but I do have a lot of articles to share with you, enlighten you, and, just bring you up to date with what's going on off the field. But today, we gotta get things cracking, man. Definitely gotta get things cracking, because last night my live stream was actually 4 hours long. And I was like, I can't do the 4 hours, 25 minutes live stream again, man. That was like almost 5 hours. So here I am, going through UEFA very, very early. So let's get back to Group B here. Let's go. We got a lot of groups to go through, and we're not going to waste any time. So big up to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate you joining in, being part of the thing. Big up to Ivan LFC in the house, Palomo, Minion, Matt in the house, Ilyas Abdi, Michael Lolopido A. Doused. Big up. Thriller, how are you, man? Hello, how are you? How are you, Thriller? Nice to see you in here once again. Bethel in the house. Oh, man, nice to see the regulars up in here, man. You guys are the real deal. Chris in the house as well. Scandi Lab, Jia Zhang as well. Guys, we got 47 votes in the poll. 81% says Portugal would take it. Let's see if Portugal do go on to take it. I'm going to end this poll, and there'll be a new poll coming up right now. And that poll will be on Spain or Sweden. Who's going to take it? Because, right, when we go down to the November games, there's 4 matches left. Georgia will play Sweden. Sweden should beat Georgia. Georgia's not a team to take lightly, you know. But I think Sweden will get the job done. Spain has to be very careful. Let me say this again. Spain has to be very careful with Greece, because if Spain slip up against Greece, they could just kiss the direct spot goodbye. Because Sweden, with that three points that they're going to pick up, I'm pretty sure they're going to pick up 3 points against Georgia. They're going to go up to 19 points. And Spain right now, who has 13 points, won't be able to catch Sweden. So that there's a scenario that could happen. Definitely a scenario. So, look, 2 games for Spain. They have to get something, and preferably a win against Greece. Because a draw would mean that, look, Sweden would only need, what, a point? Let's check the goal difference again. Goal difference, Sweden has a better goal difference. You see what I'm saying? So, look, and Sweden, if they do beat Georgia, the goal difference will go up. So, I'm going to put the poll up right now. And you guys are going to vote in the poll and let me know. All right? Spain or Sweden. Remember, Sweden were the team that prevented Italy from making it to the 2018 World Cup. So, they know how to kill a giant. You see what I mean? If any team has to write a manual on how to kill a giant, it will be written in Swedish. Author Jan Anderson. So the poll is now live. Big up to Johnny Longs in the house. Let's put that up. The poll is now live. And you guys could vote in a poll. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. But big victory for Sweden. I really, really like what they've done in this group here. Good defense. 3 goals conceded. 12 scored. Goal difference of 9. Well, only lost 1 game. That blip against Greece. Greece were really good in that game. So I think Sweden were a bit outplayed. Even though they were a bit unfortunate as well. Hit the post. Few clear chances saved and everything. Greece just played out their skins there. So the scenario in this group, as I said earlier, Sweden, they could get a draw against Georgia. A draw could be fine, but you don't want to risk it. You see what I'm saying? You could draw to Georgia and draw to Spain and then get 18 points, while Spain, if they beat Greece and draw with Spain, with Sweden, they would only get a maximum of 17 points. So Sweden only need to draw their remaining 2 matches. While for Spain, they have to win their remaining 2 matches. Pretty much. If they don't win their remaining 2 matches, well, if they don't win the game against, let's say, the game against Sweden, they would need Sweden to drop points. Listen, there's a lot of different scenarios, right? Let's say Sweden drop points against Georgia, all 3 points. Then Spain with a win against Greece would get up to 16 points. And their goal difference may surpass that of Sweden's. And then a draw will not be good in the game between Spain and Sweden. You see? Oh boy, this one is tricky. What is the poll saying right now? You guys are going for Sweden. You guys are going for Sweden. It is hard to tell, you know, because I'm telling you, it is hard to tell. But there's one guy by the name of Eric Garcia, right? If Luis Enrique goes in with Garcia, then Spain are doomed. And I'm telling you this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Not because he left Man City and went to Barcelona. This guy is a disaster waiting to happen. I'm telling you. He is a disaster waiting to happen. His name is Eric Garcia. I'm going to go for Sweden to qualify directly. I think Sweden is going to qualify directly and send Spain into the playoffs. Let them scrap it out there. We don't know who they're going to get yet. But it's going to be another grueling mini tournament for Spain. Direct qualification for Sweden. I'm with you guys in the poll. 69% says Sweden, 31% says Spain. And with that being said, we are going to move right on where we have another big group. This is a big group. This is another one that I have to put up a poll for again. So make sure you vote in a poll so we could get the votes in. While we talk about this group, Group C, where Italy played in the Nations League, so they didn't take part in qualifiers this month. And you have Switzerland second, 14 points, with only goal difference separating them with the European champions. Bulgaria, who made a late charge there, well, picked up some good results, especially the result today. They have been eliminated already, only one game left. Northern Ireland eliminated already as well. Lithuania eliminated. Only team standing here is Italy and Switzerland. So let's just take a look at the results of today's matches, and then we are going to get into the talk on Switzerland versus Italy here. So Switzerland 4, Lithuania 0. Braille Embolo in the 31st minutes. Renato Stefan in the 42nd. Embolo again in the 45th, and then Mario Gavranovic in the 94th minute to give the Swiss a big win. Remember, Switzerland are under new management, and it seems like maybe it's a new lease on life. Murat Yakin, 47-year-old Swiss man, in charge, took over from Vladimir Petkovic. I think Petkovic did a good job, but maybe his ideas were stale. The FA wanted somebody, fresh. And Yakin has been doing a good job. Very good job. Italy, you have a big task on your hands. Are we going to see 2018 happen all over again? Their form does not suggest that. But they recently picked up a draw against Switzerland. A draw would be good. A draw would indeed be good. But you got to win. You got to win the game. With that being said, let's get back to the other game. Let's go back to Group C. Bulgaria beat Northern Ireland. Bulgaria 2, Northern Ireland 1. I think when I made a prediction video back in 2018 or 2017, whatever year I did it, I think it was 2018. I kind of predicted Bulgaria to make the World Cup, because they were showing some promise, but nah. But I have to say, these were two really good goals, two really good comeback goals. Connor Washington in the 37th minute and Nedelev in the 53rd and the 63rd. That second goal, oh my God. Oh man, those were some really, really good goals. Really good goals by Nedelev to sink Northern Ireland's ship even further. So the two teams that are eliminated already played. Bulgaria won the match. So let's get back to the main talking point here of Group C. And it's between Switzerland and Italy. Let's go back. Italy, 14 points, goal difference of 11. Switzerland, goal difference of 9 with 14 points. 2 matches left for both teams. Who do they play? They play each other. They play each other on November 12th. Northern Ireland play Lithuania, dead rubber. But then Italy plays Switzerland. Let us say that game ends in a draw, right? The crazy thing is, if that game ends in a draw, it would even set it up even better, because both teams would need to go against, well, for Italy against Northern Ireland, and they would need to go gung-ho. And Switzerland the same against Bulgaria. So it's set up very, very nicely. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to end the poll that's been up for the last 7 minutes. You guys are picking Sweden over Spain, 46 votes. And we have 57% voting for Sweden, 43% voting for Spain. So I'm going to end this poll right now. Thank you very much, guys, for participating. You guys are the real deal. You know that, right? You know I have much love and respect for y'all, right? So what we're going to be doing right now, we're going to put up another one, Italy or Switzerland. And you guys are going to take your picks here. Italy or Switzerland. Let me see how dramatic you guys want it to be. Let me see if you like drama or you just like things to be regular. So Italy, Switzerland. I'm going to get things going again with another poll. Ask your community. It's live. Vote in the poll. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We need 12 more likes to get to 50 thumbs up. Let's make it happen. Let's do this. We've been live for 36 minutes already. What? How is the time flying by so damn fast, though? That is what I'm trying to figure out. Why is the time flying by so fast? Why? I don't get this. Why is the time flying by so fast? You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun, right? So let's get the stream up to 50 thumbs up. Guys, don't forget the stream is brought to you by Manscaped. Head on over to the website, use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off your orders. Shipping is free. I know you guys like free shipping. I know you do. Treat yourself, man. Treat yourself. A loved one or friend. Christmas is just around the corner. And I'm pretty sure you know somebody with a birthday coming up. It would make for a great gift. Trust me. Your balls would thank you. And talk about ball, we're talking about football here. Let's get back to the ball game. Let's get back to Group C. Look, Italy versus Switzerland. What are you guys saying? Oh, a whopping 82% for Italy. Switzerland with 17%. The votes are going down and down. You guys are backing Roberto Mancini and Italy to get the job done. So, at the Stadio Olimpico, I've actually read that Italy are looking to move the game from the Stadio Olimpico, right? No. It may have moved from the Stadio from the San Siro. I think it's already moved. Stadio Olimpico, Rome, yeah, I almost confused myself there. I think the game was initially at the San Siro, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if any of you guys caught wind of that. I think the game was initially at the San Siro, but because of what happened with Donnarumma the last time they played at the San Siro, they actually changed the venue. Who else caught wind of that? Talk to me in the chat. Let me know. Who else caught wind of that one? Who else caught wind of that? I don't know if anybody actually picked up on that one, you know. Don't know at all. So let me just double check something. I did have an article on that, you know. Remember, today I'm not sharing a lot of articles, but I do have some things that I will refer to so that I could actually share some fun facts with you as well. Maybe towards the end of the stream, if we have some time, I'll actually go through these things to just have an update on what's going on, you know what I mean? But I do plan on going live maybe again on Friday to wrap up CONMEBOL and maybe share a lot of these articles with you. All right, I found it. And I'm about to interject and come in with an article here to just, you know, add context to what we're doing right now. Remember, this is a quality thing I'm doing, you know. Quality thing. Italy, Switzerland, FIGC will try to play in Rome. San Siro excluded for whistles against Donnarumma. Italy-Switzerland is the most important match after the European Championship. This is the feeling that you breathe around the federation. Well, it's translated, okay, guys? Because if the victory of the European Championship was an extraordinary breath of fresh air after the lack of participation in the last World Cup in Russia, on the other hand, it is absolutely fundamental for Roberto Mancini's boys close the case against Swiss without seeking further reparation exams. Given how the one against Sweden in 2017 ended, it would be a sound rejection that the FIGC would absolutely like to avoid. Rome at almost all costs. The November match should be played at the Olympico. Conditional, mandatory, because in the meantime, the rugby test match between Italy and New Zealand has been scheduled, a friendly match in the view of the Six Nations. So it will be necessary to understand what the condition of the pitch will be. With Sarri and Mourinho, who have already complained about this, and possibly think of an alternative. There has been talk of Bergamo, it is true, but it is one of the fields that are being attended to and which can host a national team match, as well as Turin, Reggio Emilia, Florence, Udine, Palermo, or Bari. Bergamo hosted the match against Holland behind closed doors post-COVID, and it would be a novelty with the public after the match against Turkey in 2006. No to San Siro. Predictably, there will be consequences for the Milan Stadium after the whistles against Gianluigi Donnarumma last Wednesday. The idea is that Rome is taken into consideration in all cases unless no one takes responsibility for the conditions of the pitch. Otherwise, Milan could have been the perfect stadium. On the other hand, the environmental situation to be taken in consideration in a match like the one against Switzerland means that the San Siro is not a possible choice. In summary, Rome is currently the only venue for the match, and there should be a communication to UEFA, if so, that it should be accepted. Bergamo is a positive alternative, while San Siro, not yet. In short, a situation in the making. Absolutely great. Absolutely great that I pulled this article up and shared it with you, because the game will be at the Stadio Olimpico and not at the San Siro in Milan because of the jeers sent down to Donnarumma, where Italy went on to lose the semifinal against Spain. So they don't want 2017 happening all over again. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the whole thing against Sweden happening again. But it could happen. It could happen, but you guys don't think it would happen. 79% of people think that Italy will avoid the playoffs and go directly into Qatar 2022 next month. As soon as next month. Not wait until March for the playoffs. I think the playoffs are in March, if I'm not mistaken. You could correct me if I'm wrong. But it's going to be tight. It is going to be tight. It is going to be tight. Because as I said, if that game's end in a draw, the last game between Switzerland and Italy ended in a 0-0 draw. If this one ends in another 0-0 draw, it means that the game for Italy against Northern Ireland, they have to go all out and try to score as many goals as possible, and Switzerland would want to pick off Bulgaria. In a situation like that, I might actually fancy the Swiss. You see what I'm saying? Because Italy are not a very high-scoring team. And if Ireland decide to go out there and play spoil sport, I don't think they will want to do any favors for Switzerland, seeing that Switzerland prevented them from qualifying for the last World Cup and all. And, you know, so it's going to be a very tricky one, though. But you guys are going for Italy. And Italy, they are the safe bet. They are the safe bet. And I think I'm leaning towards the Italian side as well. So with that being said, guys, we need 5 more thumbs up to hit 50. Let's get it there. Let's make it happen. Okay, I do appreciate that. Let's move on to Group D, where France are on top of the group, and they haven't played any games in October, and they would resume play in November. They have 2 matches left. Ukraine, the draw kings of the league, drawn another game, yet another draw for Ukraine. Guys, remember, after I'm done with UEFA, I have to move on to Asia, Africa, where we had games today. And then we have games to predict from Concacaf. That's coming up tomorrow. And CONMEBOL coming up on Thursday. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. This is the place to be if you want all your World Cup qualifying news, your roundups, and your predictions. Just be part of the community. The guys in the chat, very nice. At least, I'm trying to get them to be nice. And this is a subscriber-only stream. So y'all be nice to each other. So, Ukraine, second. Finland, third, with a game in hand, only 8 points. So, Finland has the edge here with 2 matches left. But Bosnia and Herzegovina are not out. So, it's a 3-way race for the playoff spot in this group. None of these teams will be eligible to get into the playoffs via the Nations League. And Kazakhstan at the bottom has been eliminated. So, with that loss against Finland, eliminated. And let's get to these games, man. Let's get to these games. Let's talk. Let us have a chat about these games. Finland 2, Kazakhstan 0. Another home loss for Kazakhstan after they lost to Bosnia. Finland, Pukki with a brace, 45th and 48th minute. And Pukki becomes the all-time leading goal scorer for the Finland national team. Congratulations to Teemu Pukki. Big up to the boy Michael Talks Football, who did hit me up on Twitter to make sure I included this in today's episode. So big up to Mike. He's probably sleeping right now. And, he'll get up, go to work, and pop into the stream, maybe if we're still live. So I'm going to end the poll between Italy and Switzerland because you guys already, voted for Italy. 56 votes. Very, very good. Do appreciate that. And we will have another poll coming up pretty soon, okay? So, look. Finland, Pukki with the brace. Pukki coming up clutch. I actually did not see the goals for this game. Didn't see the goals. So, I'll have to take a look at these highlights a little bit later. This was an early game and I was tuning into another game. I was at work as well and I was doing some things, man. So, you could pardon me for not watching Finland versus Kazakhstan. So, with that being said, we're going to move on. Finland still alive in the group. Kazakhstan dead in the water. So, let's get back to the group. Group D. We have a lot of groups to talk about. UEFA is going to take a while. And that's why I had to start and get this thing going and not dawdle and, go into as many articles as I can. So let's go back here, man. Let's go back. Thanks again, guys. We have hit 50 thumbs up. Appreciate that. If you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We'll definitely love that, man. Love that. So Ukraine won, the draw kings of the group. 6 draws in 7 games. Unbelievable. Yarmolenko with a tap-in at the far post. And Ahmed Hodzic with an equalizer in the 77th minute to break the Ukrainian hearts there. And 1 point apiece. Bosnia, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. So let's just go back and let's just briefly take a look at what happened on the previous match day to just get some context, because some of these games are eluding me. I know Bosnia did beat Kazakhstan and then, Ukraine did beat Finland. Quite unfortunate for Finland there. But Finland bounced back and Ukraine drew their game. So a very good October for Bosnia here, picking up 4 points. Not so good for Kazakhstan without a point. Finland picking up 3. And Ukraine also picking up 4. So, look, if we look into next month, 4 matches left. All matches will have significance, right? Because let's say France mess around and draw their 2 games for some reason, right? Go back to the table, France would end up with 14 points. Finland could get a maximum of 14 points. You see what I'm saying? And Finland, I think Finland do play France. So let's say Finland beat France. If Finland beat France and Finland beat Bosnia and France pick up a point against Kazakhstan, which is unlikely, Finland could still top the group. You see what I mean? For Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bosnia won't be able to top the group. Well, they would need France to drop points. but they could still top the group if France lose both their games, right? Ukraine could get a maximum of 12 points. So it's fair to say that France will go on to top this group. Let's just come to that conclusion, right? Are we on the same page here? Are we on the same page? Because France, I think, will pick up 3 points against Kazakhstan. Once they pick up the 3 points against Kazakhstan, they will automatically top the group. They will be unassailable at the top of the group, which makes all the other conversation only relevant to the playoffs. Bosnia versus Finland, that's a big game. That is a big game. That is a huge game. And then the game between Bosnia and Ukraine, oh man, that's a huge game. It's tough. France is the only team here that I could vouch for. The other teams, I can't vouch for. So let's put up a poll. Let us put up a poll, a three-way poll, man, between Ukraine, Bosnia, and Finland. Ukraine, Bosnia, and Finland for who's going to get that playoff spot. You guys are going to vote in the poll and let me know who you think will get that playoff spot, man. All right, so poll is going to go live right now as I make it. And then, yeah, you guys like these polls, right? I know you like the polls. I know you like the polls. I know you do. I like polls as well. If only you get paid for the polls, right? But yeah, Bosnia, Ukraine, Finland. All right, vote, playoffs. Let me just add for the playoffs. For the playoffs. All right, the poll is live. Vote in the poll. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to move on. Look, if I have to take a pick here, it is hard. It is definitely hard. France atop the group. And look. Ah, boy. Ukraine got one game. One game. The pressure is on Ukraine. Ukraine has more time to prepare as well. Ukraine has more time to react as well. Because if Bosnia and Finland, whatever that happened in that game, let's say Bosnia beat Finland and go up to 10 points, right? Or Finland beat Bosnia, go up to 11 points. Then Ukraine knows what they need to do. You see what I'm saying? Finland are in a very good position. They need to win. They need to win at least one of those games. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. Ukraine at the top there. Finland second. Bosnia third in the poll. 31 votes. Thanks to everybody who voted in the poll, man. Appreciate that. Do appreciate that. So, look. Thanks to everybody in the stream right now. Shout out time. Lou, Manu, Palomo, Johnny Longs. Michael Olapido in the house. Scarface. Nassim B. Regular faces, man. Spicy Indian CF. Moderate Mapper in the house. Who else we got? Video James. How are you doing, Video James? This three-way race for the playoffs is so hard. If I had a gun to my head, I'll still say Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine looks like the team I think would actually take it, though. I think Ukraine are going to take it. But it'll be nice to see Finland go through and possibly qualify as a debutant. You know what I'm saying? I want a debutant. And we don't really have many options from Europe that could possibly be a debutant. We have another three-way race coming up pretty soon in the last group. What is that? Group J. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, let's go. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep it rolling and let's move on to Group E, where Belgium are on top of the group with 16 points. 16 points. The Czech Republic, 11 points. One match to go. So the Czech Republic cannot catch Belgium. So the Czech Republic could only get playoffs max. Playoffs max for the Czech Republics, right? Wales could actually catch Belgium, and hence the reason why Belgium has not qualified directly without kicking the ball in October. Estonia out, Belarus out. So we talked about these games last night, so let's just go down and look at the permutations, what could actually happen next month. 4 matches left. Belgium are going to smash Estonia. That's guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. Almost, right? The Wales game versus Wales, they're kind of team that could slip up, you know. You see that 1-0 win against Estonia there? You see that? You see what I'm talking about? And what happened the last time they played again? You see that 0-0 against Estonia? They really struggled against Estonia. Against Belarus, a 3-2 win. So Wales are kind of iffy team to me right now. Wales are very iffy. You see what I mean? But the thing about Wales and the Czech Republic is that what makes it even easier in this group is that Wales are currently occupying the Nations League playoff spot in third position. And if the Czech Republic drops out and drops to third, they would occupy it. And the other team that's there is Austria. So this group, don't really need to put out a poll for this group because, look, I think both the Czech Republic and Wales would be in the playoffs. Because let's just kill the whole thing right now. Let's just kill it. Belgium are going to beat Estonia. And I think Belgium are going to beat Wales as well. The Czech Republic will beat Estonia, which means that the Czech Republic should go up and, let's say, it's according to the game between Wales and Belarus. I think the Czechs would smash Estonia. Wales may beat Belarus, but narrowly. And if we go up here, go back to the table, the Czech Republic does have a better goal difference than Wales. Same points. Wales have, you know, a game in hand and everything, but they do play Belgium. And I think Belgium will beat Wales. You see what I'm saying? Wales could pull off an upset and possibly get a draw. Who did Belgium drop points to? The Czech Republic. So, look. Belgium to qualify directly. Wales and the Czech Republic into the playoffs. Easy. Easy. No need for further discussion. No need for further discussion. The poll has Ukraine going through to the playoffs. Finland and Bosnia and Herzegovina missing out. So we're going to move on to Group F. Congratulations. A big congratulations to Denmark. You guys are seeing it live on the screen right now. 8 matches played, 8 matches won. No draws, no L's. But what's impressive is 27 goals scored, none conceded. None conceded. You could say that Denmark are conceited. They only think about themselves, right? Think about it. Awesome. You like the wordplay, right? You like the wordplay. But 24 points. Denmark have punched their ticket to Qatar World Cup 2022, being the second team after Germany to do so via the qualifiers. Congratulations to the Danish FA. Congratulations to Kasper Hjulmand, the entire staff, the players, Christian Eriksen, what an inspiration, and most of all, the fans. The fans, because they rally and they back their team wholeheartedly. Absolutely amazing by Denmark. And what we're going to be doing right now, we are going to just take a look and go down memory lane of how they achieved a perfect points tally with 8 matches played. They do still have 2 matches left on their road to qualify for Qatar 2022. 2-0 against Israel on the road. At home, 8-0 against Moldova. 4-0 on the road to Austria. 2-0 at home to Scotland. A narrow 1-0 win on the road to Faroe Islands. Jonas Vind with that goal. And it was very close. Very, very close. I think VAR got involved for an offside check and everything. And imagine dropping points to the Faroe Islands and smashing everybody else, right? Then 5-0 against Israel at home. That was a statement win. And then they smashed Moldova 4-0 in their last match. That was an October game. And when you thought that Austria might play spoil sport, Joachim Mähler with a brilliant goal. What a goal. And what a fullback, man. Brilliant fullback who plays for Atalanta. 1-0 against Austria. Denmark still has to play the Faroe Islands and still has to face Scotland on the road at Hampden Park. And we know the atmosphere at Hampden Park is wild. It's going to be a difficult game. Could Denmark go perfect without conceding and going on to win every single game? I think they'll beat the Faroe Islands. Scotland would give them a really good fight. I think Denmark are going to do it. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to put my neck on the line for the Danes. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. So congrats again to Denmark. The Dynamites. They have been dynamic. They've been playing some delectable, delicious football. They've destroyed every team that they came up against. And they have qualified for Qatar. Congrats, Denmark. What are you guys saying about Denmark right now in the chat? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What are you saying about the Danes? Online school. I hope Christian Eriksen was watching the team play. You know what would be amazing? If Christian Eriksen is fit to play at the World Cup. That would be crazy. Luman News asking, did Eriksen inspire Denmark? Denmark has been on a really good run since 2016. Very, very good run under Åge Hareide, the former manager. And they did well at the 2018 World Cup. Got knocked out in the round of 16 by Croatia. And at the Euros, got all the way to the semis. So they lost to England. So they have been really, really good. Michael Olapido. Denmark are definitely dark horses to win the cup. Definitely. But I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to put pressure on Denmark. But I have to say that Denmark have become one of my favorite international teams. And that all happened in 2021. But I've been giving Denmark the props for some time. I've really been giving them the props. I've been calling them one of the biggest sleeper teams in world football along with Tunisia. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations again. Simply amazing. Amazing. So once again, I'd like to take the time to big up everybody in the stream. And thanks for your continued support. You guys, man, what could I do without y'all? What could I do without you? Thomas Lawson, whoop, Denmark in the house. We got Denmark in the house, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate that. That's the headline of the live stream anyways. But let's continue though. Let's continue. Let's talk about the other teams in the group. Let's continue for sure. And let's give the other team some love. So, with that being said, guys, we're on the hour mark. Don't forget to treat yourself, enhance your confidence, or restore your confidence by visiting manscaped.com. Check out a wide array of personal grooming items they have. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get you something. Christmas is around the corner. Birthdays, treat a loved one, a friend, or even yourself. All the links will be in the description box down below. Thanks to Manscaped. So, look, let's continue with this group. Remember, guys, you got to pay the bills. You see what I'm saying? Always remember that. Always. A lot of games left in this group. This group has more games because there's more teams. Moldova do play Scotland. Scotland will beat Moldova. So what's up for grabs in this group before we even talk about that? Scotland 17 points, 2 matches left. Israel 2 matches left, 13 points. Israel could get a maximum of 19, Scotland a maximum of 23 points if they win both their games. With a win against Moldova, Scotland would eliminate Israel. And I do think that Scotland are going to beat Moldova. So Israel, even though you guys have been impressive, Eran Zahavi and Manos Debo and Salomon has been good. Manos Salomon, I think his name is. Munas Debo, not Manos Debo. Oh, I don't know what I said there, but look. Scotland will beat Moldova. And they'll knock out Israel. And knock out Austria. But Austria has the Nations League, right? So Austria is still alive. They'll go into the playoffs. So I think that's pretty much the only thing. But let's say Moldova get a point against Scotland, right? Scotland would indeed need to beat Denmark, because Israel, they may smash up Austria like they did before. I think they beat them like, let's go back, 5-2, right? So, and then Israel, the other game is against the Faroe Islands. They're going to win that game. Israel is still alive, but it depends on the match between Moldova and Scotland. I think Scotland are actually going to win that game and move on. But you know what? Just because I could ask you guys in a poll, I'm going to ask you guys in a poll. You see what I'm saying? Scotland or Israel? And look, for the sake of peace and for the sake of, you know, lack of drama and things at the World Cup, it's just better that Israel do not qualify. You see what I'm saying? Just want to put it out there. Nothing against Israel, but there'll be a lot of Islamic nations at the World Cup, seeing that it'll be hosted in an Islamic nation in Qatar. And if Israel qualifies, it's going to be something, man. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, just want to put that out there. So, the poll is live. Scotland or Israel. Guys, look, I work at the airport, right? There's an Israeli airline called El Al, right? And at any given time, there's always someone guarding the plane. Always security around the plane. Whether it's police, it's like always this paranoia. I don't know why. Always this paranoia, man. You see what I'm saying? Always this paranoia around Israel. So, yeah. Scotland's going to take it, and that's my final answer there. But congratulations to Denmark. Again, we will move on to Group G, where the Netherlands have 19 points. This group is also tight. We have to put out a poll for this group. 2 matches left. Turkey could still top the group. Norway could still top the group. The Netherlands could still top the group. While for Montenegro could still get playoffs. Nah, they out. Montenegro out. They're not going to get a +9 goal difference to catch Norway. Montenegro out. So it's between Turkey, Norway, and the Netherlands. Latvia, they tried. They're out. Gibraltar are out. And we did talk about this group yesterday. And the games that were played yesterday are as follows. Netherlands 6, Gibraltar 0. Could have been more as well. And the question I have to ask, why is Virgil van Dijk playing against Gibraltar? You see what I'm saying? I don't get it. It was total dominance in this game. Norway beat Montenegro 2-0, and Turkey scraped past Latvia 2-1. But look at the game here between the Netherlands and Turkey. 6-1. God damn, revenge, right? Netherlands have been smashing it, man. 4-0. Yeah, they drew against Norway. Smashed it against Gibraltar 7-0. They scored a lot of goals. They scored a lot of goals in this group. And who forgets the 4-2 win for Turkey against the Dutch? I have videos of that on the channel. I've been documenting the entire World Cup qualifiers. I think I kind of screwed around in the beginning when it comes to South America. I didn't really talk about them that much, but I did make an update video. So I've been thorough in my World Cup qualifying coverage. So what happens in November? Norway play Latvia. Norway, I think, will beat Latvia. Erling Haaland may be fit again. Remember, the Erling Haaland factor comes into the picture once again. Okay? So Erling Haaland comes into the picture, and I think Norway are going to beat Latvia, right? So let me just get another table on behind the scenes, right? Norway beats Latvia. They go up to 20 points, right? Then we have the Dutch playing against Montenegro. I think, yeah, Netherlands should beat Montenegro. Turkey should beat Gibraltar. So the 3 teams, I think, will pick up wins. Montenegro may not go as hard as they would have wanted to go, because they would be eliminated already, and they may want to experiment. They would want to experiment. So 3 wins. All teams win. All teams are going to win the first matches in November, and it's going to set up the last 3 games, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you know what the points tally would be. The Netherlands would go up to 22 points, Norway would go up to 20, and Turkey would go up to 18. If that happens, it means that Turkey could no longer qualify directly. And the game between, look here, it's right there. The game between the Netherlands and Norway would be the pivotal clash, hopefully featuring Erling Haaland, Odegaard, and co. The Latvia versus Gibraltar, dead rubber. Turkey versus Montenegro. Turkey should beat Montenegro. Let's say Turkey beat Montenegro, right? Turkey beat Montenegro. Turkey would go up to 21 points, 1 point above Norway, who would be on 20 points. So if Norway lose the game against the Dutch, it means that Norway would get knocked out and Turkey would go into the playoffs. If Norway managed to scrape a draw, they would go into the playoffs on goal difference, seeing that if Turkey doesn't blast, let me just remind myself who they play. Well, yeah, they will blast Gibraltar out of the park, so the goal difference it's going to be tight. It is going to be tight. This one requires a poll. This requires a poll, and it's going to be a 3-way poll, and the position in which the teams are in would determine direct qualification, and it would determine second place and then third. So the current poll, Israel or Scotland, 42 votes are in favor of Scotland, 88% to Israel, 12. Let me end this poll, and I will put up another 3-way poll for this group. You guys are loving this, right? I know you guys are loving this. I know you're loving this. Make sure you like the video if you're yet to do so. We'll definitely appreciate it. Let's aim for 75 thumbs up. Could we get the stream to 75 thumbs up? Are there 12 people in here who have not liked the video? All right, so 3-horse race. 3-horse race here, man. 3-horse race, and it's between the Dutch, the Norwegians, and the Turks. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna attempt to, put those things in the, and I don't even think I spelled Norwegian properly, you know what I mean? I knew I was gonna mess that up. You know what I mean? I think I got, I still haven't got it right. God damn. All right, I got it. Norwegians, all right. Let's go. Ask the community. And the poll is live. Let me know what you think in the chat. Look, man, what do I think? Turkey would smash up Gibraltar. Norway would beat Latvia. Netherlands would beat Montenegro, right? Setting up the game between the Netherlands and Norway. Turkey will beat Montenegro. Latvia will beat Gibraltar. And then I think, this one is hard. This is hard. The Dutch at home? Yeah. Netherlands qualify directly by winning the group. Norway misses out. Turkey goes into the playoffs under their new manager, Stefan Kuntz. Barely sneak over the playoff finish line ahead of Norway. That's my prediction. That is my prediction here. So we have the Dutch 57%, the Turks second, and the Norwegians third. They would need Erling Haaland to put out a masterclass, though. Just want to put that out there. And with that being said, we're going to move on from this group. We have Group H. This is another good one. And this is why I couldn't stay long. Talking about any articles today. I'm going to have to save the articles for episode 19. I ain't touching anything else. We have way too much to talk about today. Russia currently on top of the group with 19 points. 2 games left to be played. Croatia, 17 points. I did predict Croatia to go to the playoffs, and they're proving me right. Slovakia, out. Slovenia out. Malta, Cyprus out. They're out of the conversation. The only way they could affect the group now is by taking points off Croatia and Russia. What is going to happen in November? But before we talk about that, Cyprus and Malta drew 2-2. Russia beat Slovenia 2-1. And Croatia and Slovakia played to a 2-2 draw. Russia versus Cyprus. Russia should beat Cyprus. Cyprus has been poor, which means that Russia would move up to 22 points, right? That's pressure on Croatia right there. Pressure. A lot of pressure. Croatia play Malta. Yeah, they're going to beat Malta. Croatia go up to 20 points. Then, Russia versus Croatia. Croatia at home has to beat Russia to get the direct spot. A draw would put Russia, a win would put Russia directly into Qatar 2022. That's the only conversation we need to have right now. Forget about the other teams. Forget they even exist. I think both Russia and Croatia would win their games against Cyprus and Malta. But the decider would be between those two teams. This is amazing stuff. So, in the poll, 32 votes right about now. Vote up, guys. Vote up. 3 minutes. Vote up if you haven't yet voted. The Dutch with 59%. Turkey with 25%. And Norway with 16%. I do agree with that. You guys are echoing my exact thoughts here. And I'm going to end this poll. And another poll would go live. And it's Croatia versus Russia. Guys, my initial prediction was for Russia to qualify directly, Croatia to come in second. I'm going to stick to it. I'm sticking to it. This game is going to end in a draw. It's either going to end in a draw or Croatia are going to emphatically book their place to Qatar. But I'm going for Russia to go through. Still, as much as I like Croatia, I'm sticking with my prediction. Really sticking with my prediction. So I'm also going to put Russia as the RFF, the Russian Football Federation as well. That's what they will be represented as at the World Cup if they do qualify. So vote up in the poll. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Let me see what you guys are talking about right about now. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. How's everybody feeling, man? Nice to see 60 plus people in the house tonight. Really good turnout. And, hopefully to see you guys next November when we do these streams for the World Cup, man. It'll be crazy. Watch-alongs, live streams, all sorts of things. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Just bring it on already. Bring it on. Let's play the World Cup in November this year. Let's make it happen. Let us make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Croatia will top the group, Dom, says Johnny Longs. Ruski Alfin. Czech should make it. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Oh, you're talking about Czechs. Oh, yeah. They're in the playoffs. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm thinking, because we know we're on Slovenia and Slovakia. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, yeah, man. Croatia won. Russia won. Where's Pharaoh and his Cypriot banana peel, baby? Nah. That's not going to happen. Cyprus has been horrible. You see what I'm saying? They have been horrible. Has Dom done any other confederation yet? No, I haven't. Croatia 50-50. Wait, 50-50? God damn. But I'm going for Russia, though. I'm going for Russia to go through. And we're going to move on to Group I, where Group I is still very close. Oh, my God. Group I is still close. So, wait, Poland did get a late goal there? Oh, man. I was actually following things, I didn't even know Poland, wait, what happened here? Poland won the game. Yeah, I did see that goal. I think Swideski scored. I did see that goal. I did predict Poland to win the game too, So I don't know why I'm acting like I'm surprised. You see what I'm saying? Predicted a 2-1 win for Poland, so I was spot on with that one. So in Group I, man, England on top with 20 points. They did drew their game against Hungary. And they are putting themselves in a spot about the here. because you drop more points and, you know, Poland could pass you. Poland could pass you. Albania not fully out of it yet. They have 15 points. A maximum of 21 could be picked up. Let's see what happened. Hungary eliminated. Eliminated. And I'll tell you why. Andorra eliminated. San Marino eliminated. Big up to Andorra for picking up that window. I did predict Andorra to beat San Marino 2-1, but they did better, man. Andorra were on fire. Andorra, they're improving, you know. They're really, really improving. 3-0 to Andorra over San Marino. Puyol in the 10th minute. Good goals. They scored some good goals. I did see the goals. Moreno in the 53rd minute. And Fernandez, not Fernandes. Fernandez in the 89th minute. So we're going to move on from that game. Let's go back to Group I real quick. And let's talk about the other games there. So, look, as much as I try to get things done in a timely fashion, these live streams always go on for a very long time. Don't know why. But England won, Hungary won. John Stones in the Adam Salai in the 24th minute from the penalty spot. Luke Shaw with the tackle. John Stones with the goal in the 37th minute, and it ended 1-1. I did not watch this game. Not every time England... Some people choose England matches by default. Not me. I was watching Sweden and Denmark play. See what I'm saying? So, let's go back here. Let's go back. We still got another group to talk about. Let's go back. Poland won. Albania 0. Albania has been very, very impressive, though. I think this has been one of their best performances in World Cup qualifiers. Swiderski with the goal in the 77th minute, the only goal of the game. Robert Lewandowski started and yet another game without a goal. So, look, hard luck to Albania. They've looked good. They've definitely looked good. So, let's go to the permutation section of this group. Group I. Group I. What's going to happen in November here? We have 6 games to play in November. The game between Andorra and Poland. And that's why I told you Hungary are out. Hungary, they're out because Poland are going to destroy Andorra. And that's going to knock out Hungary. Even if Hungary going to smash up San Marino, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. England versus Albania. Albania could be a banana peel for England here. Because Poland would go above England. They would go above England with that win. I think the kickoff times are the same. But I'm pretty sure Poland would score before England, right? And then England, let's say England drop points here. Let's say England's going to go on the top of the group still. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding, man? Look, let's go back at the points tally here. Because... even if it's a tricky one, right? Because let's say, England are not going to lose their game to Albania. I don't think they'll lose. Let's say they draw their game. They'll win their other game there and go up to 24 points, where Poland could only get a maximum of 23 even if they win both their games. So it's fair to say that England will qualify directly, and it's definitely because of this game, right? They have a better goal difference than Poland, but Poland could destroy Andorra, right? So Poland destroy Andorra, but England will surely destroy San Marino as well to restore their better goal difference. But we never know. Football is a funny game. England need to make it happen at home against Albania, and Poland will beat Andorra, and then Poland play Hungary, which would be a very tricky game, so it's not guaranteed, but they will be at home in Warsaw. So, for Albania, they got to win both their games against England and Andorra. They will beat Andorra, not guaranteed. But the situation in this group is England should qualify directly. Poland and Albania should scrap it out for that second place spot. And I'm going to actually put up a poll. Croatia, you guys are going for Croatia to actually go ahead of Russia. Thank you very much for that one. Guys, we need 11 more thumbs up to hit 75. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream if you are yet to do so. So, let us go. Let us go with another one. And I'm also going to put up a 3-way poll because we don't know what's going to happen here. So, England, Poland, and Albania. At least Albania in the question. You see what I'm saying? Whoever listened to Albanian rap? Oh, man. Wild, wild stuff. Wild stuff. All right, so 3-horse race again in this group. And you guys could vote. England, Poland, Albania, Hungary are out of it. Definitely out of it. Out. So with that being said, guys, we're going to move on to the next group while this poll is live and it's, it's ticking. And that group is Group J, which has already been decided in terms of the team qualifying directly, and that's Germany. Germany qualifies directly for Qatar. 21 points, 7 wins, and a loss. 23 goals scored, 3 conceded, a goal difference of 20. I made a little video congratulating Germany, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But once again, congratulations to the Germans for avoiding a potential F-up. Let's just say that. You see what I'm saying? A potential F-up. All right? And talk about F-ups. If you don't want to F up your balls while shaving, or your groin, your family jewels, don't use the shaver that you use to shave your head like I used to do. But get the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Listen, let me just reach down. Let me just reach down and get the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Because Manscaped, they're on board now. There's a light. So if there's like a hurricane or natural disaster and there's like no light in the house, you could even grab your Lawnmower 4.0 and light up the place. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So if you don't want to have F-ups while doing that, this is the man for you right here. This is indeed the man for you. I actually tried to cut myself too, and it just won't cut. It just won't cut. You see what I'm saying? So head on over to manscaped.com. Use the code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off plus free shipping. Your balls will thank you. All the links will be in the description box down below. Let's get back to the show. Let's talk. Let's get back to the show. All right. Germany, brilliant. Hansi Flick taking over from Joachim Löw. I think if Joachim Löw was actually still in charge of the team, it could have been some weird things that happen. But since we have Germany out the way, let's talk about Romania, North Macedonia, and Armenia. And you could even throw Iceland in the conversation because they're not eliminated just yet. But I think they're eliminated. They're eliminated because I'm pretty sure one of these teams play Liechtenstein and they're going to beat Liechtenstein, right? And then Iceland won't be able to come in second. So let's eliminate Iceland and Liechtenstein. Armenia, North Macedonia, and Romania. Let's take a look at this. We did this last night. We're going to do it again. Let's go. Let us touch on this briefly. The games yesterday, Romania 1-0 over Armenia. That's a big win. Armenia needed to get something from that game. They didn't. Iceland 4, Liechtenstein 0. Germany 4, North Macedonia 0. Romania versus Iceland. This is a tricky game where Iceland could get something from Romania. But Romania will be at home in Bucharest and in front of their fans and everything. They would want to get the 3 points. So let's say Romania get 3 points. Germany beat Liechtenstein, of course. Second string team where Musiala, Karim Adeyemi, Florian Wirtz, all the French players on the German national team start. Ter Stegen in goal. You know what I mean? Romania will beat Liechtenstein. So that's 3 points guaranteed for Romania. Armenia, they're going to lose to Germany. They're going to lose. They are going to lose to Germany. And the game between Armenia and North Macedonia will be crucial. And North Macedonia versus Iceland. This one requires a poll as well. This one does require a big fat poll. What's the poll saying right now? 37 votes. England to top, Poland to come in second, and Albania to miss out on the playoffs according to the guys in the chat. So let me end this poll. Thank you very much for voting. And that's going to be my prediction as well. So, yeah. America FC, how are you doing, man? I've seen you there. I haven't given you a shout out. FB7 games as well. How are you feeling? Let's go. Let's go. Let us go. Germany might not play at full strength against Armenia, but I think, yeah, that's a thing to factor in as well. That's something to factor in, but they won't want to put a blemish on their record, though. There'll be capable guys on the field that could damage Armenia, and they could always rope in for the bench. Remember, there's 5 substitutions, you know what I'm saying? So, 3-horse race. 3-horse race for playoffs. 3-horse race for the playoffs, okay? So, we have Macedonia. We have... We're not going to put Iceland in there, you know what I mean? Armenia. I would like if Armenia or Macedonia actually go through, though. But I have a feeling it might be Romania. So, the poll is live. Vote in the poll. Do appreciate your involvement. Won't be anything without you. So vote up in the poll. Big up to Cow Mark coming in from Thailand, man. We're live. We're worldwide. First time watching. Appreciate you coming through. You look young, so stick around. Stick around and be part of the community. Moderate Mapper saying Romania will make playoffs but won't qualify. Ooh, what a prediction. That's a bold one. And who has the Nations League back though again? It's Austria and Czech Republic and Wales. Those teams are in those positions right now, and I don't think anyone else will get it. So I'm gonna go for Romania. That game against Liechtenstein would help them. I don't think they'll lose to Iceland. They'll pick up 4 points. And with 4 points, let's just go back to the group here. And with 4 points, Romania will go up to 17 points, right? North Macedonia, get a maximum of 18. I don't think they'll get full points. Armenia won't get full points. It's going to be Romania. And why it's going to be Romania, what will help Romania's cause as well is the game here between Armenia and North Macedonia, where one of these teams are going to eliminate, one of them would eliminate another. So that'll do it for the group. You guys are going for Romania to go through, Macedonia to come in third, Armenia to come in fourth. It was a valiant effort by all these teams, though. Iceland has been very disappointing because this group was wide open for a playoff spot for Iceland if they continued from what they left off in 2018, but they have been on a downward climb ever since. So that's it. That is it for Europe, man. That is it for Europe. Thank you guys for sticking around and going through that. What we're going to be doing, we're going to move on, and we're going to move on to the Concacaf region right now. We're going to keep the ball rolling. I don't plan on staying long on CONCACAF. I just want to put it out there. Won't stay long on the CONCACAF region, and I'll share the predictions that I made with you. I share the predictions that I made in the video that I put out earlier in the day. You could go to that video and you could get 20 minutes plus of analysis of those games coming up, okay, and what I think. So let's just get down to the fixtures, and then we're going to take a look at the table and everything. And then, yeah. So in terms of the table, this is what the table looks like. This is what the table looks like. After 5 games. Mexico on top, 11 points. USA second with 8 points. Panama third, 8 points. Canada fourth, 7 points. Costa Rica picking up their first win with 6 points. El Salvador did pick up their first win in October as well with 5 points. Honduras, no wins yet, 3 points. and Jamaica also winless with 2 points. So with that being said, let's locate the matches that's coming up Wednesday, October the 13th. And we're going to actually talk briefly about these games. Won't spend long at all. We have a lot more to go through. All right, so let's talk. The USA versus Costa Rica here. My prediction, and guys, please share your prediction in the chat as well. Donovan McCrabb, big up to you. What are you saying right now? Talk to me, Donovan. You at me? What are you saying? What are you saying, Donovan? Yeah, you atted me. Okay, November 14th, Portugal versus Serbia, Russia versus Croatia, Spain versus Sweden. November 16th, Netherlands versus Norway. Thank you very much. I will be going. I have to go live on November 14th for a couple watch-alongs, or watch-alongs for those, 3 games at a time. I have to go live for that, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay, big up to the boy Dave Valensky in the house, man. US 2-0 against Costa Rica. Dave, bro, I'm actually gonna go for a 1-1 draw here. Costa Rica with Keylor Navas is going to be very, very difficult to beat. And with Greg Berhalter doing a whole lot of nonsense, I don't have any confidence in Greg Berhalter picking up a win here. He's changing up the team way too much. And as I said, just refer to the video that I dropped earlier today. So Donovan is saying scroll up. I think I already touched on what you were actually trying to say about the November games, right? I think that is it. I think I touched on it, right? Let me know if I touched on it, man. Let me know if I touched on it. Big up the video, James, as well, guys. I'm not actually ignoring your comments or anything, but there's a lot to go through. And if I get into reading every single comment, I'll be here for 4 hours again, and I'm not trying to do that today at all. The next fixtures I'll be going through. I'll be running through, and 1 hour 36 minutes. This is going to be about 2 hours 15 minutes today. It won't be like a super long episode today. I want to give it some replay value, even though it does have replay value at 4 hours as well. So USA versus Costa Rica. Look, 39 matches head to head. USA with 18 wins, Costa Rica with 16, 5 draws. World Cup qualifiers, 20 games, USA with only 6 wins, 3 draws, and 11 wins for Costa Rica, who did pick up a win the last time they visited the USA in World Cup qualifiers. That helped the USA missed the 2018 World Cup. So we're going to move on. Canada versus Panama. This is also a tricky game because both teams have been very impressive so far in the Octagonal. And with Canada unbeaten, still unbeaten in the Octagonal. They are currently... Let me just get my notes. They're 4th with 7 points. Panama 3rd with 8 points. So Canada on home soil here ideally would want to pick up a win. But this Panamanian team are not going to bend over and fold very easily. And therefore, I'm going to go for a draw here. Definitely going to go for a draw. This Panama team, the last time they traveled to El Salvador, they did lose. But I don't know what was up with that team. I can't picture the same situation happening again. Even though Canada has the likes of David and Davies, Estacio, Tajon Buchanan, Larea, and all these live wires in their team, I think it's going to be another 1-1 draw. I'm playing this one safe. 2 1-1 draws. Canada 1, Panama 1, the USA 1, Costa Rica 1. Which brings us to the game between Honduras and Jamaica here. San Pedro Sula, Estadio Olímpico. Jamaica historically wasn't that good against Honduras, but lately they have been, picking up some wins. In 8 World Cup qualifying games, Honduras has 4 wins, 2 draws, and Jamaica with 2 wins. Both teams still winless in the Octagonal. It would be important for either team to pick up a win. It would boost the morale around the camp. If Honduras are to win this game, Jamaica, it would be a real low for Jamaica. The lull would continue because they would be stuck on 2 points while Honduras would go up to 6 amongst the mix. And Jamaica will be doomed towards the bottom of the table. This is another one where it's a tricky one because Honduras will be without their captain, their veteran, their talismanic, all-time leading cap getter, Maynor Figueroa, red carded in their last game against Mexico. Jamaica won, Honduras won. Again, might sound boring, but let's see. Let's see if I'm wrong or let's see if I'm right. But however, for the game between El Salvador and Mexico though, this one is a little bit easier to predict. Mexico, even though they are traveling and they will be on El Salvadorian soil, where El Salvador has not dropped points yet, I'm still going to go for Mexico, who has not lost any of their last 8 games. Now, even drop points, even a draw in their last 8 games dating back to 2009 against El Salvador. This is their record. 40 games, 5 wins for El Salvador, 34 wins for Mexico, and 1 draw. During World Cup qualifiers, there has never been a draw between these two teams. Hugo Perez and his boys would have to really rally hard to get something from this game. Not saying it's beyond them, but they would need Mexico to really rotate and really be switched off to get something from this game. I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Mexico. Those are my predictions for the CONCACAF games coming up tomorrow, reiterated from the video that I dropped a bit earlier. And big up to everybody who dropped prediction. Mexico 2, El Salvador 1, 3-2 win for Mexico. What else we have here? Kevin, Mex Kitilta, Ketitla, Mex Kitiltla, whatever. Oh, man. Oh. What else we got here, man? You already talked about CAF. No CAF yet. No CAF yet. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be moving on. I'm not lingering today. We're going to talk about CONMEBOL, but this is what the table... Oh, I did show you the table already. I did show you the table for CONCACAF. What am I thinking? You know? Did show you the table. CONMEBOL! 10 teams, round robin. Each team play each other twice. And we have games coming up this Thursday, but I won't be doing World Cup Qualifiers Daily tomorrow because the games will be tomorrow. And I'm wrapping up everything from yesterday and today in this stream. So I don't have anything to talk about tomorrow. I will drop a video late in the night though. After I pick up my wife from work, I will drop a video talking about the games. Of course, I will. I always do that, right? And then Thursday morning, I will be live talking about the Premier League matches. I can't believe that's coming around again. Tomorrow, I got to prep that. I got to prep for that tomorrow because it's kind of strange coming in from the international break back into the league thing. You see what I'm saying? Transition is a bit weird. Got to just switch over. And then on Friday in the night, I want to come back and wrap up World Cup qualifiers in terms of all the little news articles that I find, any injuries, any managerial sackings. There will be sacking. Just remember that. There will be some sackings to be announced. And talk about those CONMEBOL games that will be played on Thursday night. Okay? So let's get these matches. And Thursday, let's go. Thursday, October 14th. We have 5 games in CONMEBOL to talk about. And before we do move on, let's actually bring up the table. So big thanks again to Dave Valensky, who says, my gym teacher was a better soccer coach than Triple G. Even though I picked them to win, if Triple G loses, he's fired. Triple G. Who's Triple G? Who? I never heard. Who's Triple G? I never heard that nickname though. Who's Triple G though? Enlighten me. Dom, what's your job at the airport? I'm a mechanic, bro. I'm a mechanic. Your boy Dom is a mechanic. Not an airplane mechanic, though. An auto mechanic. Auto mechanic at the airport. I've been working there 8 years now. Who's Triple G, though? Who are you talking about? Greg Berhalter, though? Who are you talking about, Dave? Oh, Greg Berhalter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were talking about Greg Berhalter, though. Pretty sure you was talking about Greg. Oh, Triple G. His name has 3 G's. Oh, yeah, man. Grego. You're talking about Grego, man. Grego is a wild boy. Grego is a wild boy. Listen, let me go on a little, let me go on a mini Grego rant right now. How are you going to have a team play so well in the game against Jamaica and be, oh, what? It's because it's Jamaica? Oh, yeah. You play 8 of those guys against Panama and make changes off the bench. It's a no-brainer. Even a kid who plays Football Manager or FIFA could figure that out. Typical gym teacher settings. Just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? You're going to have Ronaldo before the international break and you're going to bench Ronaldo? Of course you're going to drop points. You see what I'm saying? Dumb shit like that. Really dumb shit. Pardon my language. Let's get back to the show. Let's go. Maybe got to go on a mini tirade there. Let us do this. Before we do, however, I do have the table here. This is the table in CONMEBOL, Brazil. Pretty much on the cusp of qualifying. Would Brazil qualify with a win? They would go up to 31 points, right? Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out, right? Paraguay could get a maximum of 21 more points, which will give them 33 points, right? They won't get all 33 points. Peru will get a maximum of 21, will give them 32 points. They won't get all 21 points. Let's just put it out there. Colombia could get a maximum of 36 points. They won't get all. It's fair to say that Brazil would qualify with a win in their next game. It's fair to say. That's enough. Historically, you check, 28 points is enough. It's enough. It's more than enough. Way more than enough. And with that being said, what we could do really quick, right? What we could do really quick is check. Let's just check something. Let's have a fun activity with CONMEBOL and just check something, right? Let's check something. I want to check something real quick. So with that being said, let's have a fun activity really quick. Because I don't plan on staying long on CONMEBOL anyways. For the 2022 World Cup, guys, Marcelo Martins Moreno leads the goal scoring charts with 8 goals, right? But what we need to look at is the 2018 table. Let's look at the 2018 table and let's see what happened. 2018 table, Brazil ended up getting 41 points. But look at what they qualified with. Peru had 26 points, a better goal difference than Chile. Put them into the playoffs, right? So 26 points is the ideal mark that you want to get. Colombia with 27 qualified. Uruguay with 31 qualified. So 31 is good. 31 is good. What we're going to do, we're going to jump to the 2014 World Cup. Right, real quick. 2014. Brazil, automatic, right? Argentina, 32 points. Colombia, 30. Chile, 28. 25 points got Ecuador in and Uruguay into the playoffs with 25. You see that? Brazil have already qualified. 28 points is enough. 28 is enough. We're going to go further back to 2010. 2010, Brazil 34, Chile 33, Paraguay 33, Argentina 28, Uruguay 24. 28 is more than enough. We're going to go back to 2006 as well. We're going to go back. Brazil 34, 34, 28, 28. It's good. It's good. Brazil, not officially, but Brazil have qualified for the Qatar World Cup. Argentina, Ecuador, Brazil, 30, 27. You see that? It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Go back again, 1998. 30, 28, 29, 28, 25. That one was close. That one was very, very close. Brazil qualified as the World Cup winners, though, by the way, if you don't know. That's why they're not in there. So that's when the World Cup winner got a free pass the last time, last time around. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to go right back. We're going to wheel. We're going to rewind and go back to the FIFA website here. And, yeah, guys, do you agree? Do you agree with me that Brazil have qualified? America FC, Greg is horrendous. And we got, what else we have here? The glory days of Chile. Turquoise Gomez, how are you feeling, man? Nice to see you in here. In 2026 World Cup, Africa will have 9, so no worries. That is something that we will look at in the future, the 2026 World Cup as well. Oh, wait. So I was actually talking and you guys weren't seeing anything. God damn, I did it again. I thought you were actually seeing what I was looking at just now, but it's fine though. It's fine. At least, I was narrating what I was looking at. So I always forget those banners on the screen. You see what I'm saying? Always do. Always. I apologize, okay? I do apologize. So let's predict the games that's coming up. Remember, for CONMEBOL, there's games in January, 2 match days, Wednesday, January 26th, and Monday, January 31st, and also in March. The final match days would be in March as well. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So we're in October, definitely in October. My predictions for these games are as follows: Chile versus Venezuela. But before I do, let me just run back the results really quick from the last match to give you guys some context, right? Bolivia 1, Peru 0. Bolivia did get a man sent off. Venezuela 2, Ecuador 1. Big up to Eduard Bello. What a player. Rising star. Colombia and Brazil played to a 0-0 draw. Really good display by both goalkeepers. And very good display by Rafinha and Luis Diaz. Skill show. Argentina 3, Uruguay 0. Emi Martinez, man. Brilliant. Pulling off some good saves as well. Lo Celso hit the post. Messi with a goal. And we had Rodrigo de Paul with a goal. And Lautaro Martinez with a goal there. Chile, Brereton, and I think that was, goddamn, who's the other scorer? Doesn't matter. Scored, and they beat Paraguay. And Chile celebrated as if they won the World Cup or the Copa America or something like that. Or they celebrated like they qualified for the World Cup, by the way. They still have a lot to do. Bolivia versus Paraguay here. I'm going to go for Bolivia to win this game. I actually underestimated Bolivia against Peru. And I think it's going to be difficult for Paraguay to topple them. I'm backing Bolivia here. 2-1 to Bolivia. 2-1 to Bolivia. Colombia versus Ecuador. Ecuador smashed Colombia 6-1 the last time they met them, right? 6-1 and 6-0. But I'm afraid to say that Colombia are going to win this one 2-1. I just don't trust the Ecuadorian team anymore. They're in a very good position to stake a claim for Qatar by winning games, and they lost to Venezuela. No disrespect to Venezuela, but if you can't beat Venezuela, you think you're going to beat Colombia on the road? It's not happening. It ain't happening. It could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go for Colombia 2, Ecuador 1. Ecuador to continue to stutter there. Argentina versus Peru, and this would be at home for Argentina. Listen, man, formality, 2-0. Sorry, Peru, but 2 losses in this in your last 2 games. Chile versus Venezuela. Look, this one is hard. Chile did well in their last game. Venezuela as well. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. This guy Eduard Bello, I should say, has been rather impressive. Wicked free kick he scored there. And 1-1. But I think Chile might actually win the game, though. But I'm going for 1-1. The match between Brazil and Uruguay, I'm going to go for Brazil to scrape it. 2-1. And this might be the official qualification to the World Cup as well. I think they might actually need 2 more wins to officially clinch it. So if they don't clinch it in October, it will happen in November. So that's my prediction for the CONMEBOL matches. And with that being said, we are going to move on to talk about some games that actually happened today. AFC and the African Confederation, and then we're going to wrap things up. We don't have anything to predict for those games. So let us first start with Africa. And we have some updates as well with Africa. And we won't spend forever, but I have to actually go through Africa once again. Okay, just so you know. So let me actually pull up a second tab here and get the African games so I could actually share the scorers with you, because I don't plan on clicking on each of these games right about now. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun with Africa as well. Don't plan. I usually spend forever on Africa too. I realize I've been doing that, but I won't be doing that today. Just want to put it out there. We only have a handful of games to talk about anyways, okay? So won't be doing that. So this thing always does bullshit drop down, you know. Let's talk. Let us talk. Let us talk about these games. Let us talk. Group A, the game between Niger and Algeria. That was played today. Algeria 4, Niger 0. Riyad Mahrez in the 28th minute. Issa Mandi, a scrappy goal in the 33rd. Ismail Benasseh, also another scrappy goal in the 48th. And Baghdad Bounedjah in the 54th minute. When you talk about a team stacked up, you talk about Algeria, who goes on to win the game and go 31 games unbeaten, the current world record. All right? So, yeah. Current world record, Algeria. Remember, Italy went 37 games unbeaten. Could Algeria do so? They still have a few more games in the group. They still have a few more games in playoffs to do as well. And, you know, let's see if they could actually achieve that. Big up to Algeria, man. They've been doing well. The Fennec Foxes of Algeria. On absolute fire, baby. They're on fire. Just like this thing right here, you know. I can't believe this thing still has, you know, fuel in there. I've been doing this since, goddamn, 2019 with this thing. Believe it or not, man. Since 2019. So we're going to move on from this game. Definitely going to move on. But before we do, Algeria are level on top the table on 10 points with Burkina Faso, but with a plus 17 goal difference compared to Burkina Faso's plus 8 goal difference. So the game between Burkina Faso and Algeria next month will be the pivotal clash, where if Algeria manages to mess up and lose a goal to nil, there it goes, because Burkina Faso are not going to lose their game, the other game. So there you have it. There you have it. That's going to be the playoffs in this group here. And what I'm going to do really quick, I'm going to actually put up a poll, man. I'm going to put up a poll. So Romania, Macedonia, Armenia. I'm going to put up a poll right now. And a poll for Algeria or Burkina Faso. Okay? Algeria or Burkina Faso for the playoff spot. Vote in a poll. Vote in a poll. This one requires a poll. I think Algeria are actually going to get it, simply because, you know, I predicted them to actually do that. You know what I mean? Burkina Faso or Algeria. All right. Riyad Mahrez has been on fire, though. He has been involved. He has been quite involved, man. And I got to give it to him. Burkina Faso, quite, you know, short-handed. A few players missing, but they've been looking good. And they're a team that always does well in World Cup qualifiers, by the way. So, yeah, vote in the poll and let me know your thoughts. Definitely let me know your thoughts, man. So, what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? True, but South Africa are at the next AFCON and they might pip them for a playoff plays. Yeah, what are you guys saying? Ghana might not make CAF playoffs. Big shock. What else we got here? Big up to Ryan. How are you feeling? Garrett G, the Asian sensational. Big up to Video James. Chile to win against Venezuela. I think Chile is going to be 5th place. Oh, you got a lot of hope for Chile there, bro. A lot of hope for Chile. See what I'm saying? Johnny Long's all Burkina Faso needs a scrappy 1-0 win against Algeria out. Still think Ghana finished ahead of South Africa. Yeah, so we'll get to that one pretty soon. We'll get to that one. And let us move on, though. Let's move on. Algeria, Burkina Faso. For Burkina Faso, they did beat Djibouti 2-0 yesterday, by the way. And we already touched on that game, so we won't be doing that today. Group G, Zimbabwe versus Ghana. A scrappy 1-0 win for Ghana, courtesy of a 31st minute goal by Thomas Partey, scoring in back-to-back games. Brilliant free kick. The Zimbabwean keeper didn't even know what had just passed him. You see what I'm saying? So, brilliant win by Ghana. There's more to talk about in terms of this game, but I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of these games. Ghana is second in the table after they lost to South Africa, who are on top of the table after their win against Ethiopia. South Africa won, Ethiopia 0. South Africa have beaten Ethiopia twice in this October international break as well. And the same goes for Ghana. 3-1 against Zimbabwe and a 1-0 win also against Zimbabwe. Double headers. I like they did it Champions League style. So it's fair to say, pretty fair to say that we have only Ghana and South Africa alive in Group G. Ethiopia and Zimbabwe has been eliminated. And the same goes for Niger and Djibouti from Group A. So we go down to Group H. Where Congo played Togo and Namibia played against Senegal. I actually wrote down South Africa there. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I kind of messed up there, but I caught it. It's a good thing I caught it, right? I'm sharp and I stay on point. And with that being said, Senegal, the Lions of Teranga, with a 4-1 win on October 9th against Namibia and another 3-1 win today with goals from Famara Jeju scoring a hat-trick and Peter Shaluli in the 27th minute did bag an equalizer for Namibia. But Jeju with a brilliant hat-trick to put Senegal into the playoffs. And I think they were the first team to make the playoffs ahead of Morocco, who later didn't make the playoffs. But the Senegalese team are featuring on the thumbnail of this video. And I have to say, this team is hella stacked. That's all I got to say right now. The Senegalese team is stacked up. And I'm absolutely loving it. It is stacked up. And when I talk about stacks, I think I'm thinking about pancakes. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a triple, quadruple stack of pancakes. You feel me? I'm thinking pancakes right about now. You thinking stacked up in terms of the team? I'm thinking pancakes because I'm hungry. So take a look at this team right here. Aliou Cisse, I like the continuity. Remember, Cisse has been the manager for some time. But look at this team. Jeju up top. And Jeju is only just one of their strikers. You see what I'm saying? There's Boulaya Dia, who could fill in there. There's more. But Ismail Assar, Crepin Diatta, Mane, Kouyaté, Idrissa Gueye, Sisa left back, Bouna Sarr, Koulibaly, and Abdou Diallo with Edward Mendy in goal. And that is only the starting 11 there. The bench. Alfred Gomes, Pape Matar, very, very talented youngster. Bamba Dieng, hot on the scene at Marseille. Nampulas Mendy, you know, diminutive defensive midfielder there for Leicester. I think he left Leicester. And the list goes on, man. I could go on and on and on. There's names that are just eluding me right about now. There's names that are eluding me. I know this. There's many other Senegalese players that could feature in this team. Team is hella stacked up. And I think they're going to Qatar, but it's going to be interesting to see who they meet. Who they meet in the next round. The next round is going to be a wicked round because it's crazy if we're going to actually, you know, it's going to be 10 teams. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be seeded according to rankings. Higher ranked play lower ranked. And we're going to get some good matchups. We're going to definitely get some good matchups. The last time this format was used was back in 2014. And a lot of big guns got knocked out. Tunisia, Egypt missed out because of that. I think Burkina Faso had made the playoffs as well as Ethiopia, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But we'll look at that another time. We got a lot of things to talk about. The other game in this group here. Between Togo and Congo. It ended in a win for Togo, the last time I checked. Togo with a 2-1 win after the return leg ended in a 1-1 draw. Iluge Plaka in the 43rd minute. Guy Mbenza in the 71st for Congo, an equalizer. And then Ahuke Denki in the 78th minute. There was some sick goals, man, but I can't remember all the goals, man. There was some comical goals. I can't remember everything. I really can't remember everything. So, not even going to get too deep into that. There was some really dumb goals, man, especially in the Asian qualifiers as well that we're going to get to. So, we're going to get to that very, very soon. A lot to go through still, man. A lot. Not a whole lot, but still a good bit. And the last game from Africa that we have to touch on today is the game between Guinea and Morocco, where Morocco beat Guinea 4-1. Ayub El Kabi again in the 21st minute. And then Mamadou Kane, that was a brilliant goal from distance. I could remember that one. Some goals stand out, some just doesn't stand out. But that Mamadou Kane goal was brilliant. Then Salim Amala scored in the 42nd minute and in the 65th minute. And then Sofiane Boufal scored a bicycle kick in the 89th minute. That one I remember, to give Morocco a 4-1 win and to stamp their place into the playoffs along with Senegal. Those are the only two African teams that are for sure in the playoffs. And with that being said, what we're going to do right now is we're going to scroll down. And when I say scroll down, I mean we're going to scroll down and we're going to take a look at the table. We're not going to talk about the other matches right now. We're going to be too long, okay? But let me see what the poll is saying right now. The poll is saying Algeria over Burkina Faso. And I'm going to end that poll. I do agree with you. Algeria should go through. They won't lose to Burkina Faso. Even if they draw, they have a better goal difference. So I'm going for Algeria here from Group A. Tunisia, it's tricky, but Tunisia should go on to actually top this group ahead of Equatorial Guinea here. So, should we put up a poll for this one? I don't think so. This one is clear cut. I'm not going to put up any more polls. It's going to take too long. I'm just going to discuss and let you guys know who I think is going to go through. Zambia out, Mauritania out. And it's going to be between Tunisia and Equatorial Guinea. Pretty sure. Nigeria and Cape Verde are going to scrap it out here. Central African Republic does have a chance, but I don't think it's going to happen for them. So it's between Nigeria and Cape Verde. In terms of the games, that's coming up next month, Nigeria do play Liberia and Nigeria do play Cape Verde. November 14th. Mark the date. November 14th, where I'm gonna be live. That God spare my I am gonna be alive. Let me be positive. I'm gonna be alive. I ain't ready to die. I'm not dying. I'm gonna be alive. November 14th. Rain, sun, shine, snow, whatever, earthquake, whatever. I'm gonna be there. So I'm gonna put it out there. Live. Couple live streams, couple watch-alongs that day. I'm gonna be grinding out there. I should be off from work as well. I think that's the last time I checked the date, I think that's a Sunday, yeah. I think that's a Sunday, right? Let me double check again. The 14th, yeah. I'm going to be off. I think I go, am I off? Yeah, I think so, you know. I think so. I think I have a vacation from Monday the 8th to Sunday, the 14th. I might be off. I have to double check my my work schedule though. I have to double check that, but I think I should be off though. I think I should be off. That'll be a big one. Nigeria versus Cape Verde, barring any catastrophic results before that one. Most likely Cape Verde may drop points. Who knows? Cote d'Ivoire versus Ivory Coast is the big clash for Group D as well. And we'll do another live stream in the build-up next month where we'll do polls and things. We're not going to go too deep because we're going to have to do polls for 10 groups here. And we're not doing that right now. We did enough for Europe. And it's going to be between Ivory Coast and Cameroon. I'm going to go for Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast are going to get the job done. The group of life, Mali, Uganda. Kenya, Rwanda, knocked out. Mali versus Uganda will be the big game. That'll be the big game here. Mali versus Uganda. When is that game? When is that game? Mali versus Uganda. Let me locate that game really quick. That's November 14th again. Oh my God. Jeez. November 14th. Stand up. I'm actually gonna listen, man. Listen. I'm actually gonna make a broadcast. Nah. I'm not gonna go right now. But I'm gonna go live on. I'm gonna organize that really early and schedule some things for November 14th. Big date. Mark it in your calendar. Don't go out on any dates with your girlfriend or anything like that. It's gonna be football Sunday. Group F. Egypt and Libya in the running. Gabon, I think, are out. They're not gonna catch Egypt. Mathematically, not yet out, but it ain't happening. Not happening. It not happen. Libya could do something still in this group, you know. And it's simply because Libya play Angola. Let's say they beat Angola, right? And Egypt play Gabon. Let's say Gabon beats Egypt. You see what I'm saying? If Gabon beat Egypt, then the group is, you know, yeah, but that's November 14th as well. And the Libya-Angola game is November 14th as well. But let's not go too far ahead there and just go back to the other fixture before that. Gabon do play Libya. You see what I'm saying? And Egypt, they play, who's the other group in, game in that group? Team in that group, man. I'm running a blank there. Angola. Anything could happen, guys. This group is still open. But I must say Egypt, man. They look good. Mo Salah in the team. They're unbeaten. The only team unbeaten. Carlos Queiroz at the helm. He's not going to mess things up. Egypt will go on to the next round. The next round is going to be big. The next round is going to be big. And the thing is, with the next round, the highest seeded teams are going to benefit. Because you come up against these other teams, like let's say South Africa go through. I think they might be one of the lower seeds. And, you know, it's going to be difficult for them. But we know South Africa are capable of, you know, the upset like they upset Egypt. You see what I'm saying? At the last AFCON there. So, South Africa, 10 points. Ghana, 9 points. And it's between Ghana and South Africa. Sorry, Bethel, that Ethiopia got knocked out, bro. It's all good. It is all good, man. So, Ghana versus South Africa will be the big game. And I'm pretty sure that's on November 14th as well. So, look, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day for football, man. November 14th, man. That's going to be one of the best days ever. One of the best days ever. Where I'm going to be live and there's going to be updates. Oh, man, there's a new update. There's a new update. There's an update here. Oh, my God, we have this team winning. Oh, man, it has swung that way. It's lovely. Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely. Big up to the boy Amadou Sai. Haven't seen you in here forever. Forever, bro. Forever. God damn, Amadou. Where have you been hiding? And we have Group H. Senegal already qualified. No need to talk about the other teams. And Group I. Morocco already qualified. Group J. Group of Life. Tanzania, Benin, and Congo DR are fighting for that spot. Even Madagascar are still alive. So this is the Group of Life as well. So Group J, the Group of Life. And we could go back here to Group... Where's that group? Group E, the Group of Life, but Mali and... So what's the true Group of Life? The true Group of Life is this group right here, Group J. Tanzania, Benin, Congo DR, Madagascar. and one of these teams will most likely meet a stronger opponent in the playoff round. So all the best. You're going to need it. So with that being said, that wraps up Africa. And it brings us to the last segment of today's live stream. And that's to talk about the Asian games that were played today. How are we looking? 2 hours, 14 minutes. Okay. We won't be forever here, though. We won't be forever. I did watch a few of these games today. We go to round 3. And we're going to bring up these matches here. Maybe the next 10, 15 minutes, I'll be out of here for sure. For sure. Still a long-ass live stream, though. Got to keep it real. Still long. Still long. I thought I would have been wrapped up already, but I'm still wrapped up in the stream. You see? So, look. Tuesday, October 12th. Japan 2, Australia 1. And I have to say right off the bat that Japan thoroughly deserves this win. It could have been more. Definitely could have been more. And, you know, good goalkeeping on a few occasions by Ryan. Few misses by Japan. But they played well, man. They played well. They really played out their skins. And they needed to. That's the thing. They needed to play out their skins in this Group B affair. Where in this game, our Tanaka scored in the 8th minute. Really good shot across goal. But then Ajin Hrustic scored in the 69th minute. What a free kick, man. VAR had to come in. A penalty was given. The referee had to overturn it. A free kick, it didn't matter. Ajin Hrustic put it in the back of the net. I don't know if the fact that Graham Arnold chose not to start Awema Bill, if that had any, you know, thing to do with the loss. But Australia really fought, man. They really fought. They fought hard. They fought hard. They could have bagged a draw, but I think Japan deserved the win in this game. I think Moriyasu was a worried man in here when Australia did equalize, but that Aziz Behich own goal, you know, could not have been avoided, though. So, good stuff by Japan, and they made the group a lot more interesting by going up to 6 points. They're still behind Oman, though. They're still up behind Oman, who did beat Vietnam. So Japan still has a lot of work to do when the next set of games come around. Indeed, they do. So 6 teams in the group. They do have to play each team twice, which would end up being 10 games. So they're not halfway through yet. 4 matches played. And Japan are in 4th position. But importantly, they have picked up a win against Australia. But, you know, they did lose to Saudi Arabia where they needed to get a draw. So, as for Australia, they're still second. Well, they dropped to second. They were on top, but they dropped to second now on 9 points behind Saudi Arabia. And it's well poised. It's well poised. It's going to be a 4-horse race. But maybe China may have something to say. Who knows? Who knows if they have something to say in terms of that third place in the group. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. And let's move on to the next game. The other games that were played in this group. Oman versus Vietnam. Oman 3, Vietnam 1. 39-minute goal by Win Tin Lee. And then he had Issam Al-Shabi equalizing in the 45th minute, the extra time there. And then Mohsin Al-Kadli in the 49th. And then Salah Al-Yayer, a penalty in the 63rd minute to give Oman a resounding 3-1 win. So, as I said, won't be getting too deeper in here. But Vietnam did get their chances. It was a very open game of football, back and forth stuff. I think the games in Asia were more entertaining this time around than the ones over in Africa, to be completely honest. And maybe even more entertaining than Concacaf as well, where it's been lacking a bit of entertainment lately. A lot of weird games. You see what I'm saying? One-sided games and things like that. So, well done, Oman, though. You got to give it to Oman. Picking up their second win after beating Japan on opening day. And they have lost twice as well. So they are in second with third. They are in third in that playoff spot, with the win over Japan giving them the edge in third. So Oman third, Japan fourth, China a fifth, and Vietnam still winless, 4 losses in 4 games. And talk about China to just wrap up this group. Saudi Arabia 3, China 2 in a thrilling game of football. Absolutely amazing. Sami Al-Naji in the 15th minute. I think one of these goals were like a wonder goal, man. And then he scored again in the 38th minute. And then Alessio Gonçalves scored in the 46th minute to bring China back in the game. He's one of the naturalized Brazilians, I'm pretty sure. And then Firas Al-Buraikan scored in the 72nd minute. I think he came off the bench. He scored in the game against Australia, if I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't play Australia yet. The game against Japan, I think he scored in. And then Wu Ji scored a goal in the 87th minute to come back in the game. So, look, as I said, can't get into nitty-gritty. So many games to talk about. And it's going to be difficult and impossible to talk about every single game in depth. So I can't do it. My eyes are burning me right about now, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? Last night's stream and today's stream is actually 7 hours combined. So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash up the blood clit video. I do appreciate that. We have a big super chat here that I didn't even see, man. Dave Valensky, 1999. God damn. Thank you very much. Dave says, I missed the European half of your show, so I don't know what you said about Albania-Polish situation. I'll go back and watch it, but I feel Albanian fans purposely threw stuff onto the field to kill Poland's momentum. A lot of antics have been going on, though. A lot of antics have been going on in World Cup qualifiers. It's high-stakes games, big high-stakes games. But Poland were able to actually pick up the 3 points and put themselves in a better position than Albania to pick up that playoff spot that I think Poland would eventually get, with the likes of Robert Lewandowski coming to the party eventually after not scoring in his last 2 games. So I did touch on that, and we did go in depth, and the replay is always there. I will put timestamps so you guys could skip around. I have put timestamps in every live stream with the exception of episode 14 that I think I still might timestamp because people like to go back and watch these things. People are still watching videos, guys. Still watching videos from 2018. The World Cup 2018, people are still watching videos, and I'm like, wow. Very nostalgic. Sorry. BB Beast, are you doubting Bosnia too much? Yeah, Bosnia not qualifying, bro. I'm not doubting. I'm just letting you know. Bosnia not qualifying. Sorry. If they do, that'll be good. But they're not qualifying. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna move on to the next games. Next games here in Group A. Iran versus Korea Republic. I predicted a 1-1 draw. And note, guys, for Japan Australia, I predicted a 1-1 draw. I predicted Oman to beat Vietnam 2-1 and predicted Saudi Arabia to beat China 3-0. So pretty spot on. I didn't really mess up too much with my predictions there. I did predict a 1-1 draw between Iran and South Korea, however. So that was a quality prediction there. Son Heung-min, very clinical in the 48th minute. And then Ali Reza Jahanbakhsh with a header from around the penalty spot to get the equalizer. I think Iran were really bright. Both teams played well, but Iran may count themselves very unlucky on home soil not to pick up the win. Mediterranean did hit the post twice as well. So, quality game of football, in my opinion, between two Asian heavyweights. They share a point apiece, and that's not a bad thing at all because they are on top of the table. 10 points for Iran, 8 points for Korea, and the other teams are playing catch-up. We will get into the other results pretty soon. And with that being said, look, I got to give it to Lebanon, man. I got to give it to Lebanon. I used to only hear about Lebanon on the news while growing up. You see what I'm saying? When you think about Lebanon, you think about... Yo, listen, I'm a bad man. Where you think I come from? I come from Lebanon, boy. What's wrong with you? Okay? Lebanon in the house. I do have a Lebanese friend as well, by the name of Qatar, Liverpool fan. Always hitting me up on WhatsApp, you know. So big up to the boy Qatar over in the UK there. And, you know, he must feel proud of the Cedars, Lebanon, for picking up that thrilling 3-2 win over Syria. It was actually, wait. No, it wasn't this game. It wasn't this game. It was the I think it was a game. I think it was a UAE game. I think it was actually the UAE game that had some drama in there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was a game between the UAE and Iraq, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, refresh my memory if you saw any of these games. There was an instance, I have to double check that. One of these games had an instance at the end where a goal was given and then it was not given. This is crazy. I'm telling you. They do have VAR too, you know. They definitely have VAR. So, sick. But yeah, anyways, one of these games had a crazy ending. I can't really remember which one it was. So, let's go back to the game. Lebanon 3, Syria 2. Omar Kabin in the 20th minute. Really good goal. And then Mohamed Jalal Kuda in the 45th. And the first minute of first half extra time. And then the third minute of first half extra time to put Lebanon ahead. 2 quick goals. And then Hassan Ali Saad in the 53rd minute. And Omar Al-Soma scored in the 64th minute. Lebanon held on to the win. So, look, I wish I could actually double check the last game I watched. You know, I saw a game. I can't remember which game it was actually. Let me just double check, man. Which was the game? I think it was a Lebanon-Syria game, you know. I think it was a Lebanon-Syria game that had the dramatic ending, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was that game because that was actually a weird game, man. Very controversial game there at the end. I wanna get that one right. I wanna get that one right because let me just scroll to the end of this highlight package here and see what actually happened. You know, because this is a weird thing that happened. Weird thing that happened in this game. So just bear with me one sec. Maybe the other game, the UAE game. Maybe it's that game. Maybe it's that game because I'm not actually seeing anything at the end of this game right now. Yeah, I think it's the other game between the UAE though. Oh yeah, the UAE game, Video James. Okay. Yeah, I think it's that game. You see? I think I was absolutely right with that one. So, good win for Lebanon though. Very, very good win for Lebanon. I didn't expect them to do that well. And they are definitely surprising myself, and I know they're surprising you as well. They're third in the group right now on 5 points. Lebanon are in a playoff spot. And remember, Lebanon has never qualified for the World Cup. So let's say they meet like Japan or Australia in that playoff. Who knows? They could pull off an upset. You never ever know. You never know. Who knows? Maybe they could sneak into second. You never know, man. That's the beauty about football. That's the beauty about World Cup qualifiers. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game here. And UAE versus Iraq. 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. I was like, damn, Iraq's beating the UAE here. But they did fight back hard and managed to pick up a draw and almost won the game from my recollection. So, United Arab Emirates 2, Iraq 2. Shao Korea in the 33rd minute. Mohammed Al-Attas, an own goal in the 74th. And then Ayman Hussein, I think he came off the bench and he scored in the 89th minute. Yeah, it was this game. And then Ali Makbout in the 93rd minute. And then there was another goal scored. And then it was like chalked off. It was like goal line technology, something like that. Clearance off the line, like a double clearance off the line. Something like that happened in this game. And it was controversial stuff. It was a mess because I think the goal was given on the big screen. But you can't go by the big screen because that's probably the operator of the big screen thought it was a goal and put up goal. And the goal line, the watch never went off for the ball going across the line. So Pretty, dramatic stuff at the end of that game. But I've been very disappointed with the UAE, though. I have to say that. Because the UAE has played 4 games and they have drawn 3 of these games. And they have played quite a few games on home soil as well. They have lost 1. So they're not out of it fully. They do have 3 points. Lebanon have 5. South Korea 8. Iran 10. Could any of these teams qualify? Or could we say, okay, such and such team have qualified? Could we say that? We do have one more game to touch on, though. We do have one more game to touch on before I forget. I almost forgot the game between Saudi Arabia and China. No, I did talk about that game. So I did touch on all the games. I think I did touch on all the games. And let's just go through the groups here. Syria at the bottom here of Group A with 1 point. They have been very disappointing. Could they still salvage their World Cup qualifying campaign? Yes, they still have 6 games to play. They could win all the games and possibly come in third. You see what I'm saying? Or who knows, second, whatever. Iraq, not bad. 4 matches, 3 points, 3 draws and a loss. A similar record to that of the UAE. So they'll be in contention there for the 3rd place spot. And that's the beauty about these groups. If you don't do too badly, you could still be in contention for that playoff spot. The UAE, 4th, same record as Iraq, better goal difference. Lebanon with a 0 goal difference, 1 win, 2 draws, and a loss. Absolutely fantastic for Lebanon here. If they continue this form, playoffs, Korea Republic and Iran, in my opinion, are expected to top the group and get those direct spots to the World Cup. As for Group B, Saudi Arabia, big up to Saudi Arabia. Perfect points, 4 games, 4 wins on the board. Australia, 3 wins and a loss, 9 points. Oman, 2 wins, 2 losses, same as Japan, with a better head-to-head record, 6 points for both teams. China with 3 points, Vietnam without a point. So with 6 games played, no team are eliminated yet. No team, you cannot eliminate any team from Asia yet. So, not much to really talk about in terms of, yeah, man, it's getting tight in Asia and things like that. Yeah, nothing at all. What's happening in November? Australia plays Saudi Arabia. That's huge. China play Oman. Vietnam play Japan. Iraq play Syria. Korea Republic play the United Arab Emirates. Lebanon play Iran. And then November 15th, Oman play Japan. China play Australia. Vietnam play Saudi Arabia. Iraq versus Korea Republic. Lebanon versus the UAE. And Syria versus Iran. So, yeah, Lime Crystal. I guess my team Vietnam could only dominate the Southeast Asia. Definitely, you're right about that. You are right about that. Yay, Ahmed, boring game. Video James, UAE basically had a ton of goals disallowed. Dom, check the comments, LOL. Thank you very much for the comments. The UAE game. Yeah. So, big up to Adnan if you're still in here. November 14th, Nigeria, Cape Verde in Lagos. I'm nervous. Yeah, there's a lot of big things. I'm definitely live November 14th. I'm going to actually start putting the live package together. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We need 23 more likes to get to 100. We have been live for 2 hours, 33 minutes. And we did things a lot different today. If I did things the way I usually did things, I would have been here for 4 hours again, like I was here 1:30 in the morning yesterday. So I do appreciate everybody who came out and supported the stream, man. Dave Valensky, big up to Ivan as well. Big up to Thriller, who was in here early. All my members, all the guys who support the channel, and all the mods, all the regular viewers, everybody who smashed the thumbs up button, everybody who made comments in the chat, everybody. Video James, everybody. Johnny Longs, everybody in here. I'm talking to you, and you. Road to 47K in full effect. Guys, we need about 300 more subscribers and we'll hit 47. I don't think I'm going to hit 50 by the end of the year. That's like, unrealistic. Maybe 48. Maybe 48K at the end of the year in terms of subscribers. And Christmas in December, I plan to do a show in December. Maybe go live every day in December or something. I plan to do something like that. And put on my Santa hat and just have fun in December. You see what I'm saying? That's a plan of mine. And January for the new year, it will be the African Cup of Nations, Premier League, Champions League. No, Champions League is February, I think. But yeah, man, should hit 50K pretty soon. You know, early next year. I'm not worried about it. You know, I will hit 100K one day as well. Even if it takes me 5 more years. You see what I'm saying? Because football goes on, life goes on. As long as I'm healthy, we'll keep doing this. As long as YouTube is around, we'll keep doing this. And, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it without your support, though. So, do appreciate that. See, I told you guys Michael will pop in sometime. Big up to Mike. Congrats on the win. All right? So, guys, that'll be it for today's episode. 2 hours, 35 minutes today. Not bad. And I actually went a little longer than I wanted to. I actually went a half hour more than I wanted to. But I'm going to head on upstairs right now, hang out with the wife and my son a little, and enjoy the rest of my night. Tomorrow, we'll have Concacaf games. There will be no live stream tomorrow, but there'll be some clips here and there being dropped. And Thursday, Premier League live stream coming back. There'll be a lot of work. A lot of work still to be done. Friday, I plan to do a whole wrap-up of World Cup qualifying because of the CONMEBOL region. Maybe a little 1.5 hour stream or something like that. So, guys, thanks again. Do appreciate it. Remember, this stream is brought to you by Manscaped. Okay? Manscaped, waterproof. There's a light, precision, engineered tool for your family jewels. And head on over to the site, man. You know, treat yourself. We tend not to take care of ourselves as men. So treat yourself. Keep the area nice and landscaped. Your balls will thank you, okay? So use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get 20% off your orders. All the links will be in the description box down below. Just head on over to the site. Check it out. And it helps to support the channel. So from your boy Dom, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.